October is in full swing. So what better way to celebrate the month of October in the wrestling world than to talk about a wrestling pay-per-view that has to do directly with the month of October and the holiday Halloween. Welcome back to Wrestling with Horror. Today we are talking about Halloween Havoc. Let's go. So, Halloween Havoc was a pay-per-view that WCW held from 1989 all the way until 2000. That was right before WWE, then WWF, took over the company. The first event, like I said, was held in 1989 in the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The main event of this pay-per-view actually included Sting and Ric Flair teaming up to take on the Great Muta and Terry Funk. Now, we just found out that Sting is going to take place in the Great Muta's final match next year. So, seeing the history between these two competitors go all the way back to 1989 is actually very interesting. When this first event was held in 1989, WCW was still under the NWA banner where they would remain until January of 1991. So, when that first pay-per-view did pretty well, they decided to schedule another event a year later in 1990. This, of course, made it become an annual pay-per-view for the WCW. Now, as I said, the final Halloween Havoc event under the WCW banner took place in 2000. The main event of this pay-per-view actually was Goldberg taking on the team of Chronic, which was Bryan Adams and Brian Clark, in a handicap elimination match. And of course, this was during the time where WCW was in just a free fall, and their booking was all over the place and shoddy at best. This wrestling event is always one of my favorites. One of the matches that always sticks out to me was Hulk Hogan taking on the Giant for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. Don't know why that match always sticks out to me, but it does. One of the most famous matches from this event in its history is probably going to be Goldberg taking on Diamond Dallas Page for the World Heavyweight Championship. That match was a huge moment for DDP's career, and DDP is a personal hero of mine, so that's definitely going to be a match that sticks out to me as well. So, the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view name was laid dormant until the year 2020 when WWE revived it and used it for NXT TV specials. And that's how it stayed for 2020 and 2021. However, this year, in 2022, the Halloween Havoc name is going to be moved over to Peacock and used as a live streaming event, which I think is a much better use of the property because Halloween Havoc is a phenomenal pay-per-view event, and it's a property that needs to be given the respect that it deserves. Also, just another couple little factoids about the event. It was held at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit for a couple years until it became a mainstay at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas. Also, before we finish up, I just want to say thank you to my wonderful girlfriend for making this new set piece for the set. You can see it there. It's a collage of 1978's Halloween, which fits perfectly with this month and the aesthetic of this channel. So thank you, Kim. I really appreciate you. So if you are a fan of Halloween Havoc and you have a favorite memory of the pay-per-view, if you remember watching it, if you're old enough, if you have a favorite match from any of the events, let me know down below in the comment section. We're still on the road to 100 subscribers. We are getting very close. Please help me to achieve that goal. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, turn your notifications on. And my name is Andrew Dreamer. I will see you next time on Wrestling with Horror.